a beautiful video. That time again that we wake up and share that nice, beautiful energy, but yet it's nighttime. But somewhere around the world, it's daytime. So every day, all the time. Shouts to my brother from another mother, Goku Pump in the building.
AKA, just smash the subscribe button. Don't smash my girl.
Yo, smash his girl, man.
Bro, stop that, bro.
Smash his girl.
Who else we got in the building?
Who else we got in the
building? We got Pelu in the building.
AKA what, bro?
AKA, I don't know, man. I gotta work on the AKA.
Okay. We also got Opal, AKA.
I'm your fascination.
Okay. Are you
Straight
fascinated?
to the I am your fascination.
Ooh, we got some.
What made you think of this name?
Because my personality is pretty eclectic. It's different, and I do a lot of interesting things.
That's facts. She looked like you should give her a guitar or something. Very eclectic.
Gracias.
Okay, that's what's up. Make sure, guys, you go follow her on YouTube, on Instagram. What other social media platforms are you on?
I'm primarily on Instagram, and now trying to start my YouTube.
Instagram, YouTube. Trying is failing. You never try to get up in the morning, but you do that. You never try to get money, but you do that. So don't ever try. Always do. We on Do Something podcast. You feel me? Shouts to my brother from another mother, Coco.
And today, man, is the first day of the Do Something podcast, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel in the future. We will put the link in the description.
Yes, of course.
We're going to be talking about workouts, how to get your gains,
different things that we experience in life.
Whatever you guys want. Matter of fact, guys, start commenting in the live chat. What do you guys want us to talk about to help you?
We're going to talk about Riz, too. Y'all heard the word Riz, the young dudes using? It's kind of like, you know how we say game? They say Riz.
Riz.
R-I-Z-Z.
Oh, cool, Riz.
That's their thing. They say, oh, they're like, he got Riz. I mean, he's booking them. You know, in D.C., they say book him.
I didn't know, man.
Do you got Riz, young lady?
Rizzing him.
You rizzing him?
Rizzing him.
I'm Rizzer.
Okay.
The Rizzer chick.
Big Rizzer.
Manuel said talk about women. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Somebody said we should talk about discipline. Okay. I'm going to write all these things down, guys. It's the first day.
What does he want to know about women?
Oh, okay.
Tell me about it.
What do you want to know about women, Emmanuel? What y'all eat today to support gains? You gotta ask Broly that question.
My day was very disciplined, beautiful with the gains. High protein, low carbs, building those muscles very easily with the nice micronutrients that's needed with the amino acids from the proteins that I intake to have my muscles grow and show. And you know what we do, because this is Do Something podcast. You feel me? But let's go. We have a lot of questions, so let's talk about women. Let's talk about women. First of all, let's go down the line. My brother from all the way over there, my brother Pilo. What do you think about women? Let's be very vague now.
You said vague?
Yes, because they said let's talk about women. So what are your thoughts about women?
Women are beautiful. Women are inspirational. And you know, women are great. You just gotta try to understand them as much as possible, and create some level of discernment and structure. Right? You know, women are better once you have structure around. You know, you architect something that they could follow, and it gets a little easier for y'all. Because I know some of y'all right now, if you don't got no structure because you're younger, women run you crazy. You know, once they see you don't have any structure, they're gonna run you crazy. But if you want them to get on your plan, you're gonna have to, have something going, man. That's it.
Copy that. So let me be a little more specific.
Go ahead.
If I don't mind. If the world was only if the world only had women in it, do you think, and all men somehow hypothetically was off this planet, do you think the world would be a better place?
Yes and no, depending on what kind of world you want to live in. It'll be more peaceful.
What?
It'll be. I think, we had this discussion before, and he, I came to terms that Bradley was right. You know what I'm saying? It made sense. You ladies aren't peaceful at the moment because y'all too competitive, right? So once you remove the men, the competition kind of dies out a little bit. And I think you guys, y'all just be doing scissor kicks. scissor kicks. And I think y'all just relax a little bit more because there's no need to compete for men. So that's one way to look at it. What you think, young lady? You the woman.
I mean,
do you think the world would be a better place with all women or with just men?
I really feel like it would be better if it was all men, because y'all are like easy, y'all get along. If it was all women, some women can be catty and jealous,
Oh,
and that can cause fights.
but here's the thing, though. If there's nothing to be catty about because the men are gone, or y'all catty for more things than men.
Some people can be catty for more than men. So that's what I think.
I think y'all competitive, man. Give me a scenario where a girl was competitive and catty, and it wasn't related to a man.
Your time's a little static.
There's a static going
Um,
Continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be like personal goals, or just things you got going on, or like even stuff with career endeavors. So it could, I guess it could be competitive in nature, but at least those things don't revolve around a man.
Hey, but check this out though. If there was no men, y'all wouldn't be talking about careers. Y'all just be in the woods somewhere, living off the land.
In the woods.
Yeah, living off the land somewhere, like in a village somewhere.
In a village.
So no, seriously, because y'all would be more peaceful and more chill. It's the guys who want to build and dominate and take technology to the next level. I think if the men eliminated themselves, like, okay, all the tech companies are started by men, right? Every tech company was started by men, right?
Okay.
So eliminate the men's need for greed and to be better than the next generation. You guys would probably be somewhere chilling, man, in forests, running around naked.
So the men are running around naked.
No, you girls
would.
Nah, the men are in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a world full of just women.
Okay.
We eliminate the men.
Naked in the village.
Yeah, because you're not scared of nothing. You're not scared of guys. Y'all chilling. Y'all floating around. Floating. You know what I'm saying? I think, eliminate
what are your thoughts, bro?
I think in both worlds, like if it was just men, it wouldn't be peaceful, and if it was just women, it wouldn't be peaceful.
I agree.
The reason I say that is because women are very emotional, so there's gonna be too much emotions going on.
Exactly.
And no matter how we think it is, I feel like that's why the Most High made it male and female, so there could be some type of balance.
Exactly.
But in this,
and the world is still not at peace.
But I mean, honestly, if whether it's all male or all female, that world ain't gonna last very long, because how y'all know personally.
The all men one would die first because
the women could cook.
Nah, because we want to know how to. First of all, most of the best cooks I know are men. I think would dominate, and the best chefs in the world are men. Yeah. So if it was 1-on-1, we'll dominate you guys in cooking. Bingo. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I actually have a question for you. Asked by the people.
I have an answer for you.
People ask a good question. I like this question. What's more important for women? Working? I think I asked you this earlier in a different way. What's more important for a woman, for you at least, working or being a housewife?
For me, I feel like, wow. I wanted to say working is important because, if that's something that's your purpose, if your purpose is something outside of being a housewife, of course working would be more of importance. If your purpose is to nurture a family, then the housewife would be better. But for me personally, I did talk about this in a different nature.
Yeah, I believe my question was, what would you rather, a ring or a family?
Yeah.
You said she tried to dance around that.
Said,
James Brown.
She answered it, actually.
Yeah, I did. I said I really would rather have a family.
Actually, you didn't say that.
Didn't say that.
That's a lie. You said yes, you said yes. You're right.
I told you
that you'd rather have a ring.
No, we did not.
That's what you said. I said, what would you rather have, a ring or a family?
You said marriage or family.
Yes, a ring, marriage, or a family. And you said that you rather have the ring, marriage. And you explained
and
that
family can be a part of that.
Yeah, and then I asked, what if you can have the same thing without the ring?
I didn't knock that.
Yeah, but you just
because I did say
I had to
that.
call you out just now.
I
you
did.
Just lied, so you know what I mean.
Not
you calling me a liar.
Not just not to the people just right now.
Are you saying she's sobered around the answer?
What if I?
I don't know if you forgot where you was at or the conversation that we had.
What if I had pondered on the conversation?
All right. So why did you change it? Why did you change your mind and say family then?
To be honest, I've been trying to. I want both.
Okay, I cannot.
But I also said that, sometimes I think about unconventional situations.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate?
Like, maybe not non-marriage, maybe being in love with more than one person.
More than one man, more than one woman. What do you mean?
Yeah, maybe men and women.
Try to take you back to the motherland.
That's your goal.
What?
That's your goal.
That's not my goal. I'm just saying sometimes I think about those things.
Because
the world is changing.
As like fantasies. That you may want to accomplish? Or just like an idea?
Yeah, just an idea. You never know. The world is changing.
Okay, the world is changing.
The world is changing.
What do you think about these things,
a woman to choose between a career and a family.
Say it again.
For a woman to choose between a career and a family, right?
What do you think?
I think it distract women from their purpose. Because I personally feel like the purpose of a woman is the man's purpose. Or just the man in general. Like every woman wants a man. I'm not saying
unless they're lesbian.
Yeah, unless if they're lesbian, And not saying every man don't want a woman, but they could want women. But truly, men chase purpose, and then the woman, when he's chasing purpose, he finds a woman that could like be a part of his purpose. So when women do the career thing, and that's like a way of hunting. So now we're both hunting. So, like, who's gonna hold down the house and the kids? Yeah, and then it's just all a cycle again.
What if she says, "I'm gonna remotely work," and still kind of hold down the kids, and she's doing something where she can be in the house?
That's
you
cool.
Think that matters? Changes anything?
That's perfect. That's manipulating a system.
Yeah, I was about to say you can't really blame a woman for her career. It's kind of hard to blame people for their careers, especially if they're passionate in it, when the system has created a system for you to have to pay your bills. Once you have to pay bills, it's inevitable for you possibly to be able to work. But I think the real question is, what role will a woman play if she has the opportunity now, in her case or in another woman's case, to give up her career in order to be able to have that ring and raise her family? Will you be able to do that? You know what I mean? That's the question that a lot of women say yes, and then it might change later on. Because I remember I actually asked her that question yesterday in the podcast that didn't record, unfortunately. But she said, she would be willing to give up. She's not giving up her career. Or actually, I'm sorry. She said she'll give up her career for the family, but then she still has to go find some type of
other purpose.
Yeah. But then my second statement was, well, how would you be able to go find another purpose if your purpose now, when you give up your career, is to be with your family?
Yeah, and then the kids turn 18 and then they go off and be their adult selves, and then you gotta find purpose again.
Oh, so you're talking about not the early process of finding purpose. You're saying after you raise the kids to a certain point?
Throughout. You always have to, sometimes your purpose may change. Like if a woman is very career focus, and she has to put that a little bit on the side to raise her children. I mean, everyone is different.
Yeah, I'm with you. But what Goku was saying, which I'm trying to get where you're at. Okay, so
someone has to be there.
Okay, so now you have the children, right?
Yeah.
And we know from especially young boys going into like from 5 to 14, they need somebody focused on. You know what I'm saying? You saying your purpose after that period, or you saying because your purpose would be pouring into those children so you raise the best version of men and women.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about chilling.
That will always be the purpose.
But you want to find another purpose after while you're doing that?
Why can't you have multiple purposes?
During that period, during them real strong periods though? Like give me an example of another purpose. So we on point. No, just to give me an example. I'm curious.
I mean, it could be it could be spiritual growth. It could be anything spiritual, personal, mental, emotional.
But now we're talking about
physical.
But we're talking about sub purposes, right? Like the main one's still going to be the children, and you're going to have sub purposes under.
But then what about the man?
The family. The main one's going to be the family, and then it's going to be the sub purposes, right? Okay. Just making sure just trying to get some clarity.
I have another question that the people would like to know.
Wow, people.
What are your thoughts on equality? Do you think men and women are equal?
No. But that's such a general question. What when they like the kid? No, I don't think so.
Why not? Or would you like it to be an equal place for men and women? Do you think it can be?
It depends on what aspect we're talking about.
Okay.
Because people mostly they think about equal pay.
Yeah.
That's what they mostly think about. Which, if you have the credentials for something and the salary calls for whatever your background is in and your accolades, then you should get paid for that. But I'm still like a traditional woman at heart when I think about like men and women and gender roles.
So you still make your man a sandwich or something, right?
I would make a man a sandwich. Yes.
You see how she didn't get offended? I like that. Because usually when you say make a man a sandwich, make it almost. So I salute to you.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
A woman should cater to a man.
Yeah.
Do you think a woman can do what a man does, though, as far as being equal?
No.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah, women should be submissive to a man.
The feminists about to get on you.
Okay, feminists. The people and the feminists.
I see a couple questions too, man. Somebody says
thoughts on Andrew Tate. Just gotta wait for the facts to come out, man. Get some clarity on that, on what's going on there. He's going through something right now, but we don't know the details, man. It could be his local government wants to lock him up because he talks a lot. He does talk a lot, and he has a lot of political influence, and he has influence on that age range of young males that are very, very strong. So we just gotta wait for everything to come out, man, because everything's coming out in tidbits. So it's a wait game. That's all. And I know a couple of the so-called victims have came out on his defense and said, "Oh, nah, there's nothing wrong with Andrew, and Andrew treated us well, and whatever." So it's really about waiting it out, really, honestly.
I mean, if you're trying to go against a system, it's gonna be difficult for you, man.
Yeah, that's facts.
I say this all the time, man. Don't try to go against the system. Just manipulate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What y'all? Y'all know? You heard of Andrew Tate before?
I just recently heard of who he is. I have to Google him, but I don't know everything that he has done or said.
Yeah.
But I when I Googled him, of course, misogynistic came up. So
yeah,
I don't know. That's just what Google said.
Yeah. They pretty much framed him pretty good. Like framed his profile pretty good as far as what they need him to be. Because earlier they shut down all his accounts.
Damn.
Instagram, YouTube shut them down, Twitter shut them down, as well as TikTok. And what they did do that's very dangerous that I don't like, his payment processor shut them down. You know, Stripe, right? How people use Stripe to pay for purchases. Stripe shut him down because he has a membership site, and I think that's un-American and that's I think regardless of what we do say, don't mess up our way of living because if that's the case, then we're in trouble. So Stripe shouldn't have shut him down. And they shut down his website because of what they thought he was saying. When there's been people who have said a lot worse, and they allowed him to make money and to still feed their family.
Mm.
So that's a little bit crazy. They shut down the money. Yeah.
Listen, man, I really can't. I really don't have a lot of opinions on the Andrew Tate situation. My guy has made it. He's millions of dollars in the bank, ready to go do whatever he wants. Fight
He's locked
governments.
up right now, right?
I understand
Okay,
that.
okay.
He's fighting governments, and I'm saying that he's locked up, but when he get out, he's good. He's still in a better place than I am.
Yeah.
So I gotta figure my shit out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be like Mr. Tate, get my money up, millions in the bank, fighting the system. Maybe I get locked up, I come out, I'm good.
Yeah, he's like, I have to. Yeah, he be talking about the 20 supercars. He be like, my Bugatti.
You feel me?
I got 20 supercars, a Bugatti. So yeah, I ain't got no Bugatti.
So shit. I hope that he's good. Nobody should ever be locked up. That's a system that could be changed. I don't like that. People that get locked up, even for a lot of things, a lot of times are dealing with mental health problems, and instead of being locked up and just tossed away, um, they can be challenged to fight through these mental challenges and then break through to become better people. So um, it's just for us to have more care and respect, appreciation, and love for our other human being, no matter what race, color, gender, shape, form, or whatever you are. We all people. And when you get out the country and go to other countries, that's how it is for those people. They don't care what you look like, how you talk, what you're wearing, none of those things. If you're born in the same place they're from, you like family. You like my brother, you like my sister. Just because we were born in the same place, it doesn't matter anything else. So I wish that we, especially as Black people, can adapt to that nature because I find that in our race specifically, we fight each other, fight amongst each other more just for YouTube subscribers, or you know what I mean. Like
That's
it'd be the most craziest things that people fight for, where it's things that you can't even control, but yet you want to try to take over. Like take over the stock market, bro. You feel me?
Ain't right though, man.
Take over something that
fake
you feel
beefs.
me? You can put the drug dealers on the corner onto, so they don't gotta sell drugs no more. You can change the community.
That's
like,
facts.
feel me?
That's facts. Yeah.
But hey, who am I to judge?
That's very insightful. I was gonna say that I have to go, but I love all you guys.
Before you go, drop your page. What's your page so they can follow you?
My page is at I'm Your Fascination, spelled correctly. I'm very sure he's gonna put it in the description. Right?
Before you go, if you don't mind, fascination. Or how would you define fascination?
Good question.
Well, I mean, just something unique, something you can't even really describe.
Almost like a fantasy?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
definitely.
Fascinated fantasy. It kind of goes together.
Before you leave, you might ask this one question. Do you have any fantasies in your life that you would like to inspire or to conspire with or things like that before we, leave the people with some beautiful energy, if you don't mind?
Wow. Was it the fantasy that I was talking about on the record that never made it?
I mean, not whatever you want. Your fantasy could be buying a house.
I'll start
I don't know.
something and then next thing you know, I can't finish it.
You that type of girl?
No, of course
I
not.
know
I'd love to finish it.
I know you don't like men like that, huh?
Huh?
You don't like men that do that, do you?
I don't. I need them to finish. Not y'all getting all spicy as soon as I leave.
Oh no, I'm not getting spicy. I'm sweet like a peppermint. You feel me?
Sorry, a little bit spicy.
You feel me? I don't know if y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be a little spicy too. But yeah.
Oh goodness. How about we answer that question next time? Because then we have to like
On next
elaborate
episode.
on it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
on the
you know,
next
you can leave
episode.
you can leave them with a little insight, on how you feel. That's all.
On my fantasy?
Yeah.
Okay, it can
Just
be like
one.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, because anytime you say fantasies, I think of sex.
Damn, girl.
Damn,
girl.
man.
We were thinking of inspiration.
Inspiration,
Yeah, you
Let's take
like
inspiration.
I aspire
It is
to
almost midnight. What else
I
am
aspire
gonna
to get married one day, have 4 kids.
Aspire to
I
save
aspire
the
to change my
world.
career. I aspire what? What happened? So now since we in that range, and that's where your mind went. What's one of your sexual
We
fantasies?
can go back now that I know that there are options.
My God.
You know?
Yeah, I was blown away too, because she's a Zumba instructor. Maybe one of her fantasies was to inspire
To
other
open up her own
trainers.
Zumba gym or
I
something.
really don't want to open a Zumba gym. I just would love to have a lot of people in my class, and I wanna like push them to be their better selves.
That sounds like a fantasy right there.
It's a
There you go.
fantasy,
There
but-
you go.
You didn't even have to sign into your Pornhub account.
That's actually one of the things I want to talk about before you go.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
no,
maybe
you
and
what's
stuff
the
like that.
question?
You know, it's hard to sometimes be honest nowadays. 'Cause sometimes when you have a specific topic on your mind or just conversation, especially with the other sex, another gender, then it gets confused, misconstrued to think that it's reverted to something that could be negative. I was talking about something that could be positive.
That's not even negative. That's positive too.
If then you answer the question positively, But hey, what do I know? Your thoughts, Coco Pop?
Fascinations. My thoughts are fascinations. Just do something, and if you have fantasies, do something about it. Don't let it be a fascination forever.
Yes.
Don't die, and your fantasies never came true.
So if you have a fantasy, can you still relive the fantasy? Like if the fantasy happens, can you do it? The fantasy.
Yeah. It still could be considered a fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But what is this fantasy you talking about?
Wow. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
It's like some tension here. What's going on here?
I don't know.
What are y'all talking about?
Nothing.
We just
Yeah, but shout outs to the peoples, of course. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. This is the first episode of. Well, this is actually not the first episode, but this is
the first live
episode of To Do Something podcast with our special guest Opal right here.
Thank you.
What time are we gonna be going live every day?
We're gonna schedule it, so we're gonna schedule all the time ahead of time. So stay tuned for that, guys. And, there's a lot of topics. So I put discipline as the next topic. So one thing I want you guys to do is comment all the topics you guys want us to talk about. Right now, whatever you guys want us to talk about, dieting, whatever, we got you guys. Yeah. We'll do something about it. That's the whole point. We do something about it.
Yo, bro, you from Africa?
Yeah.
Which countries in Africa would you visit, or would you recommend people visit? Mother homeland.
South Africa.
Why?
Because you could actually. It's like white people there. It'll be different.
So they should figure.
Yeah, it's a little different. And then you go to Ghana, you go to Kenya, and Nigeria. So it's just knowing Africa. I think you gotta go to South Africa. It's like how can I say it? It's like if you come to USA, right? You just gotta go to like New York.
So I want to touch on that though. I do like Ghana. I think Ghana got the infrastructure for people who haven't been to Africa first, yet. They kind of created a safe haven for people to come through. But my sister was in Ghana, and she did have some complaints from some Americans. You got to leave your privilege at home, when you come to the motherland. Quick example: she was at a local restaurant, and the lady who ordered spaghetti and she didn't like how the spaghetti tastes, and she tried to like change her order and get pizza. Now in the States, right? Since since everybody has insurance and things of that nature, they can write stuff off. You can write off this, the tax, you can write it off. When they make it fresh in Africa and you reorder something else, they got, there's no write offs. You know what I mean? So those people wasted their money. And the truth is, why are you going to Ghana trying to order Italian food and pizza and stuff? Like go to Ghana and try to get with what the locals eat. Don't be a weirdo. Don't go to Ghana and try to get New York slice. Just be open minded, man.
Yeah, that is true.
One of the topics I definitely want to touch on a little bit, besides Africa as well, I can't tell you how to experience Africa or what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat because I haven't been there as of yet. But I know that one of the spots that I really heard about that is really good is Zambia, a really beautiful place and it's very safe, which is the most important thing. But I would like to talk about one of the topics I've seen that people was commenting about is semen retention.
Oh yeah,
You feel me?
I
Semen
see.
retention.
I also see building confidence. I'm gonna write
Yes,
all these
building
things down.
confidence, discipline, semen retention, um, calisthenics, and how the results from it, how it affects your body. Let's talk about semen retention. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, really, I'm supposed to be going at it.
Yeah, shit, you stayed.
I know, because I thought we were wrapping up, but I guess not. The party's not over. But I do have thoughts on semen retention, which I will reveal on the next episode.
She's hiding everything.
That means you guys can bring me back.
No, we can bring you back if we want to. Period.
Right.
If you answer some questions.
I answered all your questions.
We're gonna be like, you know what? Let's bring her back, but then she already answered these questions.
I do answer your questions.
So, what are your thoughts on semen retention? You don't have to dodge around it.
I mean,
go straight forward. That's it. You like to over here, especially. We like to be straight.
So I learned the importance of semen retention, so men can focus on their purpose, and I think a man should always find his purpose. And then, when he finds his purpose, he can relinquish semen retention.
Okay, nice answer. I like that one.
Now I get a seat at the table.
Right there, you got a grade of an A+ on that answer. That's all I can say. What are your thoughts on semen retention, Coco Pop?
My thoughts on semen retention. I think I said this before. I'll say it again. The purpose of sex, right? The reason semen retention exists is because a lot of people are chasing pleasure when it comes to sex. Everyone wants that feel good, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing, but we also have to know the purpose of sex, Whether it's a 2 minute, whether you're mad because, whether she's mad that it was just 2 minutes, it was 1 minute, you're a 1 minute man, it don't matter. You know why? The purpose of sex is to procreate. Just keep creating, reproduce. So if you're having sex with somebody that doesn't have the potential to be a parent of your kid, of your future kid, then you're just wasting your fucking time. That specific time. I'm not saying she has to be the mother of your child or in the future. Like, if she doesn't have the potential to be that, then you're wasting your fucking time because I know sex feels good. But if I say this again, it feels good because at that moment you're about to bring a kid to this world, a life to this world. Whether it's a 1 minute, whether it took you a whole hour, whether you last long or not, it was just a process of you bringing a life to this world, and something came in between that. A condom came in between that. Birth control came in between that, or you just decided to pull out. That's what came in between a life coming to this world. That's what it is for. And that's why you should. That's why men should practice semen retention because a lot of men are having sex with women that are not that don't have the potentials to be the mother of their kids.
You mind if I interject a little bit, buddy?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Between the age of 13 to 21, or 19.
Mm-hmm.
Between the age of 13 to 19, every man should practice semen retention. Because that's the time where you're a little bit more confused as to what career you should follow and what path and journey you should take for the rest of your life. School, where to finish it, all this good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a little bit closer to finishing these things and establishing who you are as far as where you're going and where you're going to be with your career, then you don't need to practice semen retention for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why I'm saying that is because every single day that we have is a blessing. We don't know if tomorrow will be here. We count on these days, make plans for these days as if we are making these days appear. But that's not the case. Every single day that we wake up is a blessing. So if today is my last day, best believe I would love to leave this place if today's my last day, busting a nut.
Uh,
If I could go, I see a lot of people die from cancer, man. I see a lot of people even die from that, that 9/11 thing that happened not too long ago. COVID. You know what I'm saying? If I can manifest, because we can manifest, right? We can manifest food, manifest jobs, manifest a relationship. Why can't I manifest my death? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I want to die busting a nut right in her mouth.
That's beautiful, bro.
So no
But-
semen retention because you don't know when it's gonna happen.
No.
I'd rather feel love, be loved, experience love, and share that love until the day I go, bro. Instead of feeling like I'm in the other side, I made it to heaven. Like, yeah, bro, I held it back, boy. Yeah, you feel me? I'm a little stronger.
So it goes back to what she was saying, Men also, the reason why men should practice semen retention even after that age, bro, is because there's still other sources of pleasure. When you're chasing your goals, I became a fucking millionaire, or you became a successful YouTuber. There's still other sources of pleasures you can chase before you die. Now, if all you're doing is busting nuts, man, you busting nut every day, bro. Every fucking day, you busting nut, bro. Every fucking day.
I'm not saying that I do busting nut every day.
So
But
you're
what
practicing.
what I am saying is, if it's the day that's for me to go, bro, I love working out. There's a lot of things I love, bro. I love playing video games. I love driving cars. I love traveling. Out of all those things, I'd rather go to the next place, busting a nut in the girl mouth, bro. I'd rather go like that. I don't want to. I watch this. I like traveling, but I don't want to die in the airplane. I like watching video games, but I don't want to die from being on the screen too much, aneurysm, some crazy shit, blood rushing down my eye. Now I die playing video games or any of those things that I told you I love besides the sexual part. Like it's dope, but today was a blessing, son. Unfortunately, I was so focused on my goals and my passion that I didn't get distracted by that type of energy. But of course, building upon what I am in my empire, in my kingdom, when I have my queen or queens, then that's one of the aspirations and inspirations for me to go in.
Yeah.
Just like that. There's no other way. Everybody got to be on board too. Like, no, this is what's up. Like, it's all right. He died. This is the way he wanted to die, ladies. It's all right.
So, do you agree with me saying that if you're having sex with a woman, though, she should at least be? I'm not saying she has to be like the future, but like she should have those potentials of being the mother of your kid.
Wait, say it again. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Like if I decide to have sex with a woman, she has to have a certain amount. She has to have some type of potential to be the mother of my kid.
Every woman, any woman that you sleep with, you should definitely possibly see them as a partner in some way, shape, or form in your future. So you shouldn't sleep with a woman if you don't see that possible.
Okay.
Which more than likely your subconscious had if you felt attraction, because when you feel attraction for a woman, a lot of times, especially sexual attraction, because your body is telling you that that person is deemed a good person to impregnate, especially for that's what a man's system is. When a woman does the same thing, that's they gotta fight that attraction. Like, all right, let me not go sleep with him because I don't know him yet. What is his name? This, that, and the third. But that's the initial attraction. Is like, oh yes, you can have my babies.
But that's why seeing attention is important. So let's talk about guys that just like, all right, I'm going to the bar tonight and I'm picking up something.
All right. So to be fair to those guys, though, what if they're going through something, right? What if they got some mental health issues, or they need to? They need to get one off just so to get to work in the morning.
Then that's gonna be a consistent problem.
Okay.
You're gonna have to consistently do that every single day because you have that mental issue that you can't get over on your own. You're trying to use this type of tool to get over on yourself, which is not gonna happen. Eventually, when you're by yourself, you're still gonna feel the same way that you felt the days that you didn't get the post. So either way, to get a solution is not gonna be like that. So it's okay. Listen, it's about life and experiencing life. So if it's a part of life for you to experience in that way, then experience it. But eventually, you're gonna get bored.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go out there every single day and still have that same eagerness that you had the first couple of times when you definitely established those goals. So it's like, okay, that's cool, but I don't know about y'all. It's more. I have a bigger connection or a better sex life with the person that I have a connection with. That I built this connection with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, bro. And like so kind of bust a nut like last night. You
So
know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
so you haven't been practicing seeing with touch.
No, before that I didn't bust a nut for like 2 weeks.
Bust the nut too many times.
Okay.
Can y'all say? I don't know. Y'all can say that. A couple times?
It says no sound.
On my end?
Audio cut out. Mutuals, if you don't mind. Let us know, guys, if y'all can hear us.
Can you guys hear us?
The audio should be on deck. We hear you now. It's back. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it did like froze.
Maybe you have Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, we got 82 people in here. We got 81 likes. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button, guys. You feel me? We are out here.
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it felt like a lazy day, guys. So it just goes back to what I'm saying,
Superman,
man.
I'm gonna upload tomorrow, bro.
If I was doing this every fucking day, I can't imagine, man. Shit won't get done, man.
That's not true, bro.
So what you're saying is, yesterday you bust one, right? And
Yeah.
you're saying today.
But I can't front. It's how I bust a nut too.
That's what I'm saying. That's not true.
But
if you was married, you'll be busting a nut every day, bro. That'll be your goal. That'll be your goal, bro. So if you was married, like baby.
Let me hold Goku Pump accountable real quick, right? So he said that make sure the girl you sleep with is someone who could be your wife, right?
Yes.
He said could be your wife. So when you
Not
busted
wife, a potential.
Potential. So was it a particular person you busted, or did you get one off on a video or whatever?
I mean,
because you know the question I'm about to ask is like the person that you got off with, right? Got one off with. Was that someone you could see to have the potential to be your wife?
So I ain't gonna front.
See, I put that.
Yeah,
Put that
that's what's
lock in
up.
on
That
you.
was a good one, man. That was a good one,
Go
bro.
ahead, answer the question, bro.
Definitely didn't have sex with her though, but
No, I'm just
but
asking the question.
Excuses
okay,
now,
but
bro. That was
but you know
excuses.
what?
Yo, answer the
Honestly,
question.
honestly though,
Did you see wife
You
in that
going for
I
the
before?
don't see
bushes.
wife, but like as far as like mother potential,
Okay, mother
mother, yeah,
possession.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all
She could
right.
be a mother.
Hold on, was that what he said? Mother possession?
Yeah, considers to be a mother. Yeah, she don't gotta be my wife. We don't gotta have a business together. Fuck all that
Hold on.
shit.
When you say mother
She has,
possession, you mean to
she could,
carry your seeds?
yes,
Okay, so you
she could
saw.
hold down my kid.
Okay.
It's
So you
like,
saw that.
so guys will have like sex with like a crackhead, bro.
Yeah, you ain't
And
lying
then
about
the
that.
kid, the kid, she's not even there with the kid.
That's fair.
Yeah, so yeah,
All right,
she
that's fair.
definitely,
That's
yeah,
fair.
man. Trust me.
Good comeback there.
Yeah, and that's what semen retention is good for. You can think properly in certain situations, man,
All right, sounds
to
like
a
an
certain
answer.
extent. What if you believe in polygamy? I believe that's what we're made to do. Uh, Men, we're kind of made to be poly. Because if you look at it already, guys don't know that they're doing that, but there's a lot of guys that have 2 baby mamas, 3 baby mamas. You're already practicing it.
Facts.
You
Yeah,
just
that's
don't
facts.
know.
You got a girl that live at the house, and you got one on the side.
Yeah,
Doing it.
you're already practicing it, bro. It don't even matter if you're only with the woman you're with now. If you have a son or a daughter from another woman in the past, you practice it.
You know the funny thing is though, the women who hate the word, but the women who are practicing it.
Oh,
Because like, here's what
yeah.
ladies would say. They say, if my man cheats on me, I gotta get my lick back. Right? Now I gotta break up with him. Getting your lick back is now you forming bringing some additional person to your sex life. So
Yeah.
now what are you doing? You're practicing poly, right?
Hmm.
Because if someone cheated on you, you would either break up with them, right?
Yeah.
And then go sleep with somebody else. What you're doing is saying, you cheated on me. I got to get my lick back and bring someone else to this union. So it's like they practicing it. They don't even know. They're like, oh, I could never do that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You went on 3 trips and cheated on all 3 trips. You're doing it. You're doing it right now.
The only way everyone could be made to be like uh, monogamous is like when you was born. As soon as you was born, you only had one person in your whole fucking life. Like you literally had only one person.
Yeah, honestly,
You only had sex with one person.
I think that these titles and state of mind are poor people state of mind and mentality. Real talk. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to play nobody.
Oh yeah,
Nothing like that.
bro. That's
But
cool.
that's just a poor state of mind of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because when your money reaches a certain tax bracket,
Yeah.
there is no polygamy. There is no all those titles that you just stated.
That's fair.
All that shit is
That's
out
fair.
the window. I got $50 billion in my bank account. She don't care about what's going on when I go with blah 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 or when I take my trips for one whole year to do blah blah blah. It's like, okay, baby, she and her are all good. I don't care. Can I have the card? Type shit. Like that's most women's standpoint on security and things like that, like or titles and things like that. We need to break um, those trends because that's what we are taught. A lot of our people around our age are taught. We break those trends, get money. Feel me? Especially as a man, get money. Fuck all these extra titles. Now we got a new title to call us. We have some more new rules to establish. Nah, we don't gotta do all that. Let's get money.
Yeah, shout out to Diddy.
And now we got some money now. We good. We go travel the world. Let's go to Jupiter. You think 10 women are gonna be like we out? And all of them have the chance to go to Jupiter. They ain't never been to Jupiter before. You think they know all of them not gonna be with it? Stop with this trend of thought of these polyamorous, who's cheating, who's not cheating. You don't want to be with her, leave her. Otherwise, get your money up. Get your money up and get your funny up. All right, for real. That's it. It's that simple, man.
Yeah, shout out to Diddy though. He's doing Puff doing magical things, and he's not putting a name on nothing he's doing. He's just doing it. He's just living it. People are like, oh, Puff is like, man, you just see a different one. He ain't saying that. Us lames are the ones talking about it, talking about what we calling it. He ain't calling it nothing. He just living.
Let's go to Jupiter, man. Taking them to Jupiter Saturday.
Take her to Jupiter, man. She gonna call her job. She not even gonna call her job.
What job?
No call, no show.
She's submitting. Every guy that's my wife isn't submitting, my girlfriend isn't submitting. You're not making enough money. And on top of not making enough money, all you've been doing is showing straight weakness. You don't even work out. You don't even eat right. You sit on the couch, eat cookies and chips all day. She looking at you. She watching how your ambition rolls. She's knowing your drive, your patterns. She's seeing who you are fully. She was wondering before, but now she sees it. You ain't showing her no colorful rainbow stars and twinkles over the star. And you want her, and you wondering why she thinking about some other man. You can't get mad at her, bro. You would been doing the same thing if you was promises roses and you just been getting straight shit. Feel me? Every day. Where my rose at? Yeah, it's a bucket of shit right here. You've been wondering, damn, with my starlight dinners and all this. I have a life too. You feel me? If it was your job to submit. But we as men it's not our job to do that then, right? So why are we not getting money? Why are we not working out? Why are we not being right? Why are we acting all soft everywhere we go, not knowing who we are? Because we confused up because there's a system. Making a system seem as if the system is the problem. The system was made so that only the strong could survive. So what you doing? That means you're not strong. You're only surviving and you're not happy. So how good are you really surviving?
That's some deep shit he said, man. The system is only made for the strong to survive.
That's it, man. That's it. You born, you gotta pay. It don't matter who you are, wherever you at. You born in this planet, you gotta pay. Period. Yeah. And if you ain't you got to a certain age, you grown, and you don't understand this. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta pay. This is what you gotta wake up and thinking every day. You better recalibrate your whole life. Because you've been on the wrong journey, worried about the wrong things, and you might die soon. God forbid, you might die soon. So best believe. Like semen retention. Scratch that semen retention. You getting millions of dollars. You think you worried about semen retention? Talk to me now. For real. I'm being only realer than real. Evander Holyfield.
What if a youngin say, hey man, we all don't want that life. We all some of us just want to chill and play our video games and go to work, come home, get a nice little girl. What you gonna say to that person?
I'm not knocking that. I can't knock anybody for what they want and what their desires are. Everyone can do what they got to do. You aspire to live your own life,
but they still need their girl to respect them. They want that Toyota Camry and that $40,000 a year job, and they still won't respect.
Whenever his girl giving him problems, then he understand. He heard this. He heard what I said. He can understand better. Like, oh, all right, I'm not making enough money. That's all. Make millions of dollars. She gonna shut up. It don't matter what her problem is. It's not no more, baby, I have to talk to you. We have to talk. It ain't no more of that. She gonna be wondering if she should even bring that shit up. Yeah. Because the payments might change.
I can't fully agree with that, but I could agree with that. Like,
what part you can't agree with? What part you
we do have a lot of guys that have money and still don't know how to handle women. Yeah. They don't.
Maybe they got the wrong girl.
Yeah, it's not even the wrong girl, bro. You have to. All right, so I'm not. I don't want to drop names too much, but let's talk about the incident with when Academics was going crazy at Fresh and Fit podcast.
If I could be honest about them drugs. Oh yeah.
Exactly. He has a lot of money, and he was bragging about his money to the women, but it still was a shutdown because
Nah.
yeah, he has a lot more to work on.
Yeah, but he's a dude who, unfortunately, he's a guy who wasn't getting girls until he started getting money, right? So, like, so he's at a stage right now where he's still trying to learn women. He's a millionaire trying to learn women. So,
And
like, when we were outside learning women, he was studying.
exactly, and
You
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
he
You,
was in his book.
it's not just the money.
Yeah,
You gotta learn women. You gotta learn, how to survive. As money is just a tool. You know, it's literally just a tool, but it's not like it's not. uh it's not just it.
you know,
You
someone
got
just tagged academics
yeah,
right now. He about to go in on Goku.
yeah.
This motherfucker Goku.
It's just the truth, man.
$10 million.
Because that's what academics were saying too. You got to get your money up. You got to get your money up, and we all saw that the whole downplay went down.
It got weird.
Yeah, it got weird. You can't control your emotions. There's a lot of rich men that are going through that.
He got real feminine.
Yeah, real feminine.
And that's
So
not a complete shot. I ain't trying to take no shots.
yeah,
He ended up being the feminine person.
yeah. And these are guys that are trying to teach men how to be men.
See, now, I don't really know this. I don't really know this guy's situation, so I can't really talk too much on it. But I do know statistics.
What's that?
Of course.
And I know that with every man, you will always have some type of, especially when you're dealing with this opposite sex, you will always have maybe a debate about something that you disagree about.
Yeah.
So statistically, Coco Pump,
yeah,
that guy who you refer to who has millions of dollars have more opportunity statistically to deal with more women and find his maybe wife to be in the future because he has that money to have the opportunity to meet these women, as opposed to a man who doesn't make any money at all, or a homeless guy on the street who's begging for money. There's no way in hell he's going to statistically be able to have even the just opportunity to go out with half of those women to figure out who he wants to be for the rest of who he wants to be with for the rest of his life. So I understand what you're saying, but bro, that's what makes the world turn right now. You wake up when you was born at any point in time in your life, you figure it out. Like no matter what you do, you got to breathe, you got to eat, and you got to pay.
That's facts.
No matter what.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I
You got to
understand
pay.
exactly what you're saying. You know what academics' problem was is that he went
Period.
from fours to tens, where like in the normal aspect of things, right? You
And
kind of
wait, tell me, does this guy work out?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Come on. Come on. He's already out the window.
That's what I was trying to say, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, let me get this off though.
Well, so what about a guy that works out but don't make? And we know there's a lot of guys that work out.
Working out the cheat code.
Yeah.
If the shoulders are rounded, right,
and don't make money.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's a cheat code, right? Because women are trying to get their genetics, their DNA, to the next generation, right?
Yeah.
So a man with rounded shoulders, great posture, right? She can do nothing but genetically want to procreate with that guy. So it's a cheat code. That's why men who, okay, I went to high school and I see the guys who chiseled. They don't have the same. They had no money, but they don't have the same problems as those other guys because they have the cheat code. The athletes, the guys who on top of their game. So it is a cheat code that allows you to not have money in your 20s. But when you hit a certain age, though, I do know athletes when they hit a certain age, though, like, hey, homie, I don't care what you look like, physically, but these bills don't pay themselves. So yeah. But they go back to what Broly was saying, though. You have to compete, homie. And I get what Broly was saying, where like money allows you to have more at bats. So a broke guy, he find that one girl and he can't afford to mess it up. Where a millionaire, if he can keep swinging. One come, the other one come. But if you broke, you really gotta make it work with the one in front of you. Because you don't know when that next bus is coming. Bus don't come that much for cats with no money, man.
Yeah, that's true. I just, I'm saying you gotta be well rounded.
Yeah, I agree.
You gotta be well rounded as a man.
I agree.
Just be well rounded because you could have so much money and then you don't have the other thing like the working out aspect. And what if you're a guy that you don't have that much money? You're making like, let's say you're making, let's say, $60K a year. and you're fit,
Let me tell
you're
you.
fit mentally, and then you're a guy that has
Hey, y'all know who Rob Kardashian is?
Yes.
All right, so let me tell you a personal story I know about, dude, right? So Rob Kardashian is Kim Kardashian's brother, right? And you know, Black China, she from DC, right? So while she was dating Rob, she was sleeping with men in my neighborhood in the Deanwood area. So Rob, millionaire. And it was funny because Black China coming back out here, and I'm like, damn, you risking it all? Because her whole game was to get that Kardashian last name because she was engaged to him, you know? Just trying to get that Kardashian last name and then use that to earn. But she came back to DC and she was a dean where she was sleeping with hood dudes, just regular hood dudes with a couple of hours in their pocket. Because she didn't respect this guy. He was just a lick to her. So you are right that you got to be well rounded. And if you're not, then girls will just look at you as $1 million lick. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
and like I said again, man, money is a tool. So if that's what she values in you, you're fucking up, bro. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. If that's what she just values about you as a man, your money, then I mean that's okay too. There's things you
I'll
value.
give you a good statistical fact about the people in the world. Did you know that there's more millionaires than there are people with abs? I think I told you this the other day.
Yeah.
There are about less than 10% of the world on this planet people that have abs, literally like 6-pack abs type shit. You know what I mean? Literally. So that means that there are more people that are unhealthy that are millionaires that are super content with their life because you don't know about them, you don't really hear about them. You don't even know these statistics without me having to tell you because I don't know if you heard about it or read about this.
Of course.
But like, that's how crazy it is, bro. That there are, especially when you leave this country, there are many, many, many millionaires here and outside of the country, and they are superbly happy with their wives. I went to other countries, bro, and I saw men who look like couch chairs. Literally, they look like couch chairs, and the woman that they're with is like, trying to ignore me because I have a shirt off, because their man is there, and I found that to be so dope, bro. Like she's being super loyal with herself. She's fighting the battles of even looking.
Genetics. She's fighting genetics.
She don't even want to look, and he looked like he can't even perform. What's the difference between him and I? Because I know I'm possibly her fantasy, but she's trying not to even look. That nigga money, boy. That's it, bro. So what you saying is absolutely false, bro. You saying it's a bad thing, but all right, it's a bad thing that women could be corrupted with money. But that's just the truth. That's just a fact to it, bro. Nothing. There's no amount of muscles that you can grow on your head, on your toes. That's gonna make a woman change her aspect of thought when it comes to the dollars, bro. You can lift up and toss her over cars. That shit ain't nothing compared to the black card. Back in the days, they used to say size matters. That shit don't matter no more, man, nigga. These black cars is 3 inches, boy. They will not say nothing. Your dick is the gay. You have the biggest dick. Cause you gave that black card up, bro. I'm not trying to knock it. I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, but it's a fact.
Yeah. Especially since they got them toys too now. They got them toys where like sexually, like they really, you know what I'm saying? Get the paper. I got the toys in the house.
No matter how old you get, you'll be able to go around the world and still pay for a woman. No matter how old we get or a lady gets, she can't go around the world and just pay for a guy. So you got to understand that aspect, and then it'll help you understand life a little differently. You know what I mean? Because best believe it, bro.
So if you were with a woman, uh, you would want her to just value the money about you.
No matter what women you were with, bro. Your mom ever asked you for money?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Your brother asked you for money?
Yeah.
You ever been with a girl that you don't know that asks you for money?
Yeah. But these relationships I have with these people, they don't value me for my money.
I don't know
That's
that. What
a
you
lie,
talking about?
bro.
The women or with who? What people?
It's relationships in general.
With that, we're talking about relationships with women, though.
Yeah, relationships with women.
I don't know, man, because I thought I knew people, and then the divorce would happen, and then I would like look into the divorce, so that or a friend would tell me about the divorce, and all of a sudden, the money matters. She wants everything. I'm like, wait a minute, you mean sweet little Susan? Like, yeah, she wants everything. So it's like, as much as we thought it was about love and the Disney movie thing, you'll find out, homie. You'll find out, homie, that the Disney movie moves to the left a little bit, and man, it's about that money, man. I've heard so many stories. Some stories you want to cry. Some of those divorce stories, man, they're like, oh, she wants everything. She wants me to pay for it. And she wants all my pension. And she knows that I'm going to have to sleep on a dirt road. But this is what she wants. And this is what she told the lawyer. And the judge is about to give it to her. And he trying to call her to tell her, hey, don't do this. And she ain't picking up. And they loved each other for 10, 20 years. So I don't know, man. I used to think I don't know, man. I'm just going to say I don't know. I just seen it go bad. So, man, the paper's different, man. I don't know.
I mean,
I'll let
I'm not saying to be broke, bro. I'm saying like she can't just value me just because I got money.
Okay, she go,
like,
yeah.
You just can't, like, that man that he's talking about. That looks like a chair. And the woman and
upload at 11 a.m.
Yeah, and and also like it's like she's fighting to look at him too. Like that's why she's fighting.
Nah, but she don't want to work at 50, man. She want to relax. She want the leisure. I don't know, man.
But that's a different woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I don't want a woman that values me because I got money.
He's saying you don't have a choice.
Yeah, I'm saying that's inevitable. There's all women will look at your monetary value.
Of course.
Every single woman. They will ask you, what do you do? And if not ask you, what do you do? We'll find your YouTube, we'll find your social media and scan these things as if it's a resume to understand how they will deal with you for the rest of their experience. Because this is how the world is, bro. I'm not telling you that it can never change, but I'm letting you know for 99.9% of all women that will come up to you and talk to you based off of interest and things like that, will try to figure out your monetary interest.
Especially if she's from the Instagram, YouTube era. They grew up on constantly looking for men on Instagram and determining what their value is, right?
Guys, that's what you got to smash Google Pump's girl.
That makes sense though. Let's smash your girl, man. Let's smash his girl,
man. Make sure you smash that girl, his girl.
Yeah.
Smash everything except for my girl. Guys,
if you got more money than Goku Pump smash this girl, you can smash this girl. You got more paper.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why she don't value money. That's what I'm saying.
You know, Goku got 2 chains, right? So if you got 3 chains, you can smash this girl. You just have to have more chains on your neck to Goku Pump. You can smash this girl. Because you know what? The next topic is.
Now let's go to that. Now that you guys say that, right? So if you see, and this guy said, Goku, I will take your girl. See? Now let's go to that. If you're with the girl that values money, that means no matter how much money you got, if a nigga come around
a little bit more,
not a little bit more, nigga, a nigga come around with 10 times more,
it's done.
It's done for you.
Let's go to the bathroom, cry.
And that's why I'm saying that if all she value is money, you're fucked.
And what we saying is that they kind of don't make them that way no more. We talking about it like.
Yeah, after the experience that she has with you, besides, because the first thing she assesses, one of the things that she assesses is your monetary value. When she assesses that, then she sees what else type of values do you bring to the table that can possibly help her to stay. So, and release and be comfortable and be vulnerable with you. So after she realizes who you are, and she plays her pattern, then you most likely will deal with each other, because a lot of times a woman won't just leave you in a situation like that, because it's harder to just start all over again, especially if she's been with you for a good amount of time. So when you've created that security with that monetary value, then more than likely she won't leave you, because she already has that lifestyle that has given her that happiness that she has always seeked and wanted. So it doesn't matter if another man came with double the amount of money. She already has that dream of that fantasy, that lifestyle that she wants and needs. So she's not gonna fight that. She's gonna be total submissive. That's what I'm trying to let you know.
He's saying to start with the paper, but
It starts
eventually,
with it starts with the paper, of
eventually,
course,
it
but eventually everything else will fall down the line.
got it. So it's not just paper. He's saying, but it starts with paper. You know,
Yes.
starts with paper. That makes a lot of
How many
sense.
times you see a homeless guy begging for money with his wife? How often do you see a homeless guy begging for some money with his wife? It's very rare. You'll definitely find a woman begging for some money, but most likely not with a husband. Find her with some kids, maybe. How many times do you see a rich man, and you will always see some type of woman with him that's probably half his age
Facts.
and looks healthy, and he's unhealthy.
That's true. Definitely right about that.
I sound like Thailand. Thailand, the Philippines, DR. Yeah, sound like all of them. You know. That was well said, though.
Yeah, man, it's just life. Yeah, man, we take sometimes in life we take too many things personal. We can't control these things, but we try to make it seem as if we created it. But everything was placed already here, and we just on this wheel of faith that life has put us on. So have fun on this journey, guys. Let's not forget that, man, because this shit is beautiful. We wake up every day.
That's true, man. No matter where you at.
It's a blessing, boy. I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah. That's a
I don't be
fact.
feeling like working out. I'll be like, yo, oh shit, I got a life again. I'm about to work out.
Yeah. Show some fucking appreciation, man.
Word.
You want to talk about Thanksgiving and all this other shit. You're not thankful if you're not taking care of yourself. And the Most High gave you another opportunity to live. I don't understand.
Why celebrate holidays when you can celebrate life every day?
Yeah.
By living the best life that you could ever live that day, every day. You will be your best self.
Yeah.
You'll be your higher self.
It's funny. One of the major components. One of the major components of religion, right? Why it works. Not saying that you should be religious. It's just that when you wake up, you're thankful. If you could introduce that part to being thankful, then you can start looking at the positive things in your life and magnifying those positive things. So yeah, he's right about that. Be thankful for the little things, and not in a corny way, but in a way that like the way I do it though, man. I find out stories about people who kind of took an L, and I'm like, whoa, appreciate my life, boy, because a man took a big L, and that could have been me. And if you're from a third world country like us, we know like a lot of the problems we think we have, our family back home would trade us in a heartbeat. They're like, oh yeah, give me your problems, James. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if you're in the first world, you're already privileged to be in the first world. You know? Like like look at you just traveled, right? You didn't need a visa to travel to go to Thailand because you're in a first world. Where like if you were raised in another country, your passport wouldn't have got you to Thailand. You would have to do some extra work. So in the first world, man, you already privileged. You should just hold your head up high and be happy for that, honestly.
Every day is Christmas. Every day is Thanksgiving. Every day is Halloween. This is how I live it. And I don't think you should wait. Every day you wake up and you put on these mundane costumes, whatever you want to call it, outfits to go outside. Why not wear a costume if you feel like it? Why not go outside as Batman because you feel like it? Superman, just because you feel like it. Best believe if you're in a bad mood and you went outside in your favorite superhero costume, I guarantee you within minutes that bad energy or that negative energy that you was feeling is changed. Because the people around you would give you such beautiful energy, and you'll be so intrigued, like, wow, like I'm fully being me. And fuck what anybody else think. This is me.
And honestly, too, when you say thank you, right? Like when you show some appreciation, it's not just by saying, "Oh man, thank you, I'm glad." No, do something. That's why we call it. That's why it's called do something. Do something. Show me that you're thankful. You know, go after your fucking goals, whatever it is, your business ideas, whatever it is. Go after that shit. Go work out. Go meditate. Don't just be like, "Yeah, I'm thankful, man," and then you're
So I'm
smoking a
gonna do
fucking
it later.
cigarette. You're smoking a cigarette. You know, I'm thankful. Or you're fucking eating a fucking hamburger, or like something from McDonald's or whatever, pizza. You're like, yeah, I'm thankful for another day eating pizza. Like, nah, do something. Show this is how and that's what I'm saying. This is how you show that you're thankful. You're eating healthy. You're working out. You're going after your goals. You know, you're doing something that's gonna help you live longer. And even what he said earlier too. You know, busting a nut in her mouth. That's some type of thankfulness.
Wear the kind of costumes you want to wear. Be whoever you want to be. There's people are doing that shit all over the world. They're a lot happier than these people that are not being themselves.
Yeah.
Due to whatever construct that you feel as if you're alluded to believe.
You know, yeah. Find yourself too. Always like look for yourself. You know, try to find who you truly are every day.
One of the ways to find out who you are is taking a vocational test. Taking a vocational test, guys, so you can figure out what your passions are, what purpose that you live in life. After you take this test, Google it if you don't know what this is. Not vacational, vocational.
Mm.
So you can figure out what type of things that you are interested to do in life. And then when you figure that out, you can align that with what you do and you can stay consistent with that. And you can just get better because whatever you do consistently, you will get better every single day. It's inevitable.
Can you go deeper, like explain what that is?
A
It's a little,
vocational test?
yeah.
A vocational test is a test that consists of many different questions that allow you to elaborate about who you are and will help you figure out what type of things that you like in your life. As far as what makes you passionate, what gives you a little bit of insight, what helps you get up every day type stuff. You know what I mean? You figure that out, especially if you're around the ages of 16 to 21,
Mm-hmm.
16 to 25, especially us black men, black people. We need to take these tests because we are lost when we are around that age as far as careers, goal oriented purposes, passions, and things like that. Take a vocational test. If you don't know this, then write it down and pass it to your friend. Give it to your friend that's a parent to give to their friend that will pass that knowledge down as well. Then we'll have a better insight on what we should do when we get to that age, or how we should treat the situation when we're trying to figure out a career path. Because I just want to be a doctor. Oh, I like what doctors they wear the scrubs. They look sexy in it. I want to be a doctor, and they make good money. No, it doesn't happen like that, because then you might go to medical school and find that you have a phobia for blood, for touching blood, but you never knew that before because you don't know your passions. Or you fuck it, you became a doctor. I'm a doctor. But guess what? You hate it. You hate being a doctor every single day. You're dreading it. You can't wait to just leave. You're hoping people die.
And you got 500K in student loans. $500,000 in student loans.
Like,
it sucks, man.
If you don't know your purpose, take a vocational test.
That's what's up, man.
And study finances. This girl is disrespectful. Oh, well, she's calling your phone. Still disrespectful.
I know, right? Like they don't
she
know.
left here and then go call when she see. Look at the live. Crazy.
Yeah,
shout out to Opal, man.
That was deep right there. What he said, man. Who would have ever thought? But that was definitely deep. A lot of people need to do that. That's one thing I wish I knew as a kid when I was younger. Like just finding my purpose. You know, as soon as we come to this world, we get distracted.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why you gotta take the vocational test, because no one comes into this world knowing their purpose unless it's a movie. Like you're literally like, oh, you know what? It's hard to just come in and then you're 3 years old, you're 5, and you're like, I know what I'm here for.
No, but that's what I feel like. That's what like what he's saying is that's kind of what parents could have done for you. You know, like
is
the
it your
test.
purpose or
Listen,
your parents' purpose?
you can't blame the parents now, bro. They never had a guide, a parental guidebook that says, "Yo, I'm a parent, so this is the guidelines on how to be a parent, and this is how I have to manipulate the situation so that my child could be the best." So you can't really blame them for their faults. They tried their best, and look who you are today.
Oh yeah. I'm not blaming them, bro. I'm saying that's something like I could learn. You know,
like that's what I'm saying though. We need to learn this, pass this down, pass it down to our kids, pass it down to our peers, pass it down to our enemies, pass it down to our once they're black, especially once they're black people. Pass it to our people, man. We need to learn these things, especially with our culture, within our culture, and spread that knowledge. And not only this is as far as your vocational, what your passions are, but also studying financials, studying finances, because this is things that's not really taught in school. So you'll be able to teach these to your kids. For example, my daughter, I have a daughter. I'm not going to give her, what is that shit that you, allowance. She's not gonna have an allowance. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make no sense. What I'm gonna give her allowance for? I'm gonna just let her know. Listen, you wash dishes, you get this amount at the end of the week, right? If you do all of these chores, right? This is how much this chore costs.
Hey, that's
this is how much
though.
this chore costs. This is how much this chore costs. And then when you finish all of these, if the allowance or whatever the total is supposed to be $100, now you got to $100. Now at the end of the week, oh man, you did the dishes, you did the bathroom, you did all your homework and schoolwork, but you did not clean up this. You can't get the full money. You only could get this amount. You know what I mean? That's how you teach them, bro. You teach them finances.
Yeah,
you teach them how to build up to be able to get to their financial goal and be able to save. If you don't teach them this from a very young age, then they'll go up and grow into a world where they have to learn that by themselves. And the system is not created for you to to be weak in.
You know, to add to his point, it used to be the farmers that had the most millionaires, right? And then it went to economic majors, right? And the reason why economic majors are the most millionaires in this country is because once you understand how the world works, you understand how to make money. You understand how money circulates in this country, and you get out your feelings and you say, hey, I wish it was this way, but this is how the world works. This is how the GDP works. This is how this works. So essentially, what he's saying is straight economics. Straight economics. It's just how the world works. You work and you get paid for what you do. At the end of the week, if you didn't do everything, you don't get paid everything. So that's genius. Actually, genius.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that idea too.
Yeah, I don't gotta beat you to go to your church. You wanna get paid, right?
Yeah.
You wanna go to Disneyland? You gotta finish your homework. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You wanna go to Disneyland? Do these.
And you point at the dishes.
Yo, that'd be a good video. That'd be a good do these video, man. You want to be a nice parent at home? Do these.
Now someone says communism. Communism. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think you should be a dictator of your home, though. Run that each like a dictatorship. I think so, because if you get it wrong, you're gonna get treated like a dictator. Right. Let it not work out. Let your kid go do something stupid at school. You're gonna knock on your door and say, "Come here, sir. Your daughter or your son did X, Y, and Z." So run that shit like a dictator, man.
That's real shit. Some of these people in his comments are funny, man.
Tomorrow belongs to who most prepared for today.
That's right. That's a good one.
Do this. Preparation is one of the best keys to being able to live a more stress-free lifestyle, because you're always thinking ahead and making sure that you're well advised for the situation. I can't knock that.
Yeah, that's true.
Preparation is a discipline.
Yeah. Definitely when I started finding out them athletes who really be killing it are at the games 3 hours before. And you find out Kobe was at the game. Game starts at 8. He's there at 4 p.m. working out, prepping, doing moves before the real game starts. Like, damn. And all the top athletes are there. Getting practice shots in, working on drills. So yeah, preparation.
Before the actual game.
Before the actual game, they putting in work. Going game speed. Finding spots on the court. So when the game starts, they're ready to go. While you're warming up and just trying to get going, they already ready to go. So yeah, man, preparation, man. But that means you have to stop doing a lot of stuff to prepare. Them 2-3 hours a day you waste doing nothing or watching Netflix.
That's why I won't watch a reality show with a girl for 15 minutes.
I hear you. It's a waste of time. You doing something with it. That's another conversation we had.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to everybody there. We got 81 people on the live. We got 135 likes. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that every single thing that you're attracted to button. Because this is the way that because we got life, man. It's a blessing. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Before we go, man, make sure you guys comment what you guys want us to talk about. So far, we got building confidence, making money, social skills. We got discipline too.
We didn't talk much about discipline.
No, I'm saying these are topics we're going to be touching on in the future.
Okay.
Like fully.
What you want to talk about right now, though?
Social skills, man. I got to go outside. Yeah, I know that young generation, man. You're not going to be able to get full circle social skills just by being online, man. You gotta
I
go
think it's a problem
man.
too. I've seen people that have like followers on Instagram, a lot of followers, and can't even talk to people. So can't even talk to you.
Yeah. So when they approach them, they're gonna think like, "Damn, what's wrong with you? You don't like me?" And it really is like you're cool online. Yeah. You're a cool person online. Yeah. When someone sees you in person, you don't have real social skills.
Yeah. Especially when you're the type that's like you're making those kind of videos where you don't have to talk.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're doing those like 5-second shorts and reels where it's like you're just flexing your body and shit.
I think you guys are bugging out.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We live in a world where people are being quarantined. There are viruses attacking us outside. When we go next to people, we can die. And you're like, yay, let's learn how to socialize more, guys.
I'm gonna say this though.
It's hard. It's different.
It is different, but
it's a challenge now.
Understand.
Compared to how it was 20 years ago.
That's fair, but you got to work on it though, because I think some of the beefs I done seen in my old neighborhood was because two guys just couldn't talk. It was funny. Hey, I was on a train one day, right? And one dude was just coming home. It was in DC, but it was an Amtrak going towards Mark train going towards Baltimore, right? And it was this B-more dude and this DC dude. It was about to go on the train. It was just a miscommunication, like the smallest, minute thing. It was around the COVID time because the dude who just came home, he was from DC and he coughed, but I could tell he just came home because guys who just came home, they got to kind of move to him, whatever. And so he coughed, and the B-more dude was like, "Man, cover your mouth, man." You know what I'm saying? It's pumped up. But since I knew where both of them was coming from, because they just from different regions or whatever, and I also know like when you're talking to people who just came home, they get triggered. They got that trigger in them. So you gotta find a way to talk to them where you don't seem like you're challenging them, because they want every challenge you got for them. Because they look at it like, if I don't handle this now, you might come back and stab me.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I'm like, so I had to calm them down. Like, homie, you free? And then talk to B-more dude. And afterwards, they shook hands, whatever. So I do think social skills matter though. In that instance.
I'm not saying social skills doesn't matter. We live in a world where sometimes, a lot of times, more than 60% of your job aspect, or more than 60% of people who got jobs is through people that they know, not through the education that they have. So I'm not saying that for people not to be social. I just know that in this day and age, the way that things are going, it is harder to challenge yourself with these social practices and going out in the same social atmosphere, expecting these um, test results to come out the same. Where now people are challenged with different type of experience. Now you have to like go in the world where, for example, quarantine.
Yeah.
Before quarantine, you go to the spot, you go to the bar. There's a whole bunch of people there.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get to know these people. These people will be the same people that always come by.
That's true.
After COVID or after quarantine and stuff like that, you go to the same bar, ain't nobody there, boy.
Yeah.
That shit is done. It's gone. It's over. It's 2 or 3 people, and they look different. And you come there consistently, it's just different people. It's not going to be the same.
But you know what? One major component of social skills, and which is underrated, is shut the fuck up. So if you can go outside and know when to shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
you can win in life because you actually know what's going on. You actually shutting the fuck up is interpersonal, meaning like you can shut the fuck up and someone get an idea what's going on. They talk to you and you being quiet. You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot, and people instantly know. Like once you give them that and don't give them words, instantly they get an idea what the hell. They're like, all right, let me leave this motherfucker alone. You know so it's like if you look at like what's going on with the rappers snitching on themselves on social media, a lot of it's just not shutting the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Be social by shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, telling on yourself all day.
Yeah.
Being weird. You know, you don't want to be weird in front of a girl, say less.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's social. Like the more you talk, the more you give yourself a chance to say some dumb shit. And you could come off mysterious if you say less when you're in front of a girl. She can't read you. So when I say being social, I'm not saying talk more. Listen more.
Yes.
You digest the information.
Yes.
And then let your brain decide what you're gonna do next. You know,
And-
so that's what I mean by social.
And that's some real shit. Some real shit that you said. Because if you was trying to convince somebody like to buy something from you, you know, if you're trying to sell somebody something, you know, you have to let them talk because you have to convince them that the shit I'm trying to sell to you is gonna help you out. So you have to let them complain about the shit that they're going through. Like, okay, cool. If I was trying to sell somebody like a fucking workout program, it's like instead of me telling this guy how good my workout program is, like, yo, this shit is gonna get you right. It's gonna get you. I'm not even letting the guy explain to me what he needs. As far as does he need a fat burning workout program? Does he need to work on his endurance, his strength? You're supposed to let the person talk and explain. And that's part of having social skill. Let the person explain to you, let them talk, let them vent to you about their problem, and then you could be able to convince them.
Digest it.
Yeah.
It's really like digesting it, man. Because there's this thing called subtext. Is what someone's saying versus what they're trying to say and their intention. And the only way you find out the intention is digesting it. So just be quiet for a second and digest it, and you get an idea what the intention is. It's funny you say that though, because I come from a sales background, and we're taught right after we say the cost of it to go quiet.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, because you let that awkward moment happen. So you're like, yeah, everything you say, I know we can do it. I'd love to move forward with you. The price is $45,000, and then you shut the fuck up, right? And that's how my VP of sales taught me. He said, James, say the price and shut the fuck up. Back up. And he's like, yes, there's gonna be a little awkward silence. There's gonna be a little awkward silence. And he's like, you gotta be okay with it. And then, all of a sudden sometimes you hear him gasping, but if you did your job, they were like, all right, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And you're going to get that sale. So, yeah.
Unless you're with a good person that knows how to negotiate, like a person like me.
But you ain't going to. If somebody said 45,000.
It's going to be 45,000 in my head. I'm laughing in my head because I'm like, that's the full, or another way, the fool price. Because that's another way to look at fool's price. And there's always room for negotiation. So I'm gonna let you know what my terms are as far as
he's from New York, guys.
what I can pay.
He's from New York.
And then I'm gonna times that times 6 to 12, so I can possibly pay you in advance, 6 to 12 months in advance. So, or if it's not that type of case, then finesse another way if I can. But always find a finesse. ask, and most likely you will be given. If you don't say anything, you won't get anything. Closed mouth will never get fed. So
That's super New York though. New
Yeah, yeah.
Yorkers, New Yorkers have a different way of breaking rules that the rest of the world doesn't. So a New York guy can break the rules because y'all been selling. I remember when I used to go to New York get them Air Force Ones. I had an Air Force Ones plug. You know, on 7th Street where the Chinese people used to sell fake Air Force Ones. Just to cop them and then come to DC and everywhere and shit. You know, but y'all already knew sales. Like y'all was so advanced over everyone else that like y'all had all the tricks in the trade to how to get money and come to people's town and get money and do a little thing. So like what he's talking about is right for the advanced folks,
But
New Yorkers. But
I mean, the key. Well, yeah. So the key is to make that shit like if you say 45,000, you got to make that shit way more valuable than 45,000. And then it's like you're just saying, "Oh wow, I'm only giving it to you for 45 fucking thousand." That's how you also sell it to a New York nigga. Hopefully, what was you gonna say, bro?
I actually learned negotiating through traveling to other countries because I find that, yeah, of course, in New York now, being around other natives, you understand the area and the place, so you won't have to get that fool's price. You know what I mean? Especially when you understand the people around the area, you get little networks, and then it'll help you to save some money. But when you go to other countries and you don't know anybody, there's nobody there to help you with these resources, but yet you still have to pay. You have to negotiate. So you're taught there's like 6 to 10 steps that will be in our Patreon or will be in the program, guys, teaching everyone how to negotiate and how to make more money and how to save money as well. So this is a very important. These are very important steps to be able to apply to not only your lifestyle, but pass it down to your family members as well, so that we could keep the power within our black people, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring that. You know what I mean? Let's bring that beautiful black color back. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't like it. They look at it in a negative way, but. I'm not saying any other race is not great as well, but let's definitely shed some beautiful light on knowledge by passing on that knowledge. You know what I mean? So, yes,
100.
yes,
100, man.
yes.
Fucks with that.
Gotta negotiate, bro.
Yes,
Gotta
sir.
learn. Gotta learn.
Negotiations.
Yes, yes.
Shit, man. What else you guys want us to talk about, man? Let's see. I'm gonna look through the comment section, man.
I can ask you a question, Coco Pump.
Yeah, man, for
What
sure.
helps you stay disciplined, bro?
Semen retention. Nah, I'm
Nah,
playing.
no fucking semen retention, man. What helps me stay disciplined, man? I just think about my mom. I think about my son. Like, as far as my mom went through a lot just to be in America, you know. Um, and she did so much, and like basically her being in America was for me and my little brother. So when I think about that, I'm just like, any moment I feel like I'm being lazy, I'm like, whoa, I gotta I gotta stay on on track because I could imagine all the shit she went through just to be in this country. So I'm like, I gotta do what she did times 10. I gotta do something different because she was like the first person in the family to come to this country. So I'm always thinking like, okay, she made a whole big sacrifice. She did something very different, and she brought like my aunties and uncles, her brothers and sisters to the country. So I'm like, okay, cool. I want to do something like that, but in a whole different way. So she definitely wasn't like she had some discipline. So I'm like, I can't not be disciplined. So that's why I say find something. The reason you have to have a reason that's bigger, so big that it's like, damn, you have no choice but to be disciplined about it. You know? Yeah, when it's just like when you ask people about their goals, whether it's their fitness goals or whatever, it's like, oh, why are you doing? Well, I just want to look good for the summer. That's good, but discipline needs consistency. And if you're just doing it for the summer, yeah, you're gonna be consistent till the summer.
Let me add to that though, because
Yeah,
I think a lot of people don't know this. Like he was talking about the fitness component, right? You're fighting against man-made things. I'll give you an example, right? So I had to do an interview with this company called Scent Air. Essentially, they put scented fragrances in HVACs, right? So have you ever been to like a location where you smell Popeyes, right?
yeah.
You're not smelling the chicken Popeyes. They put scent in the HVACs, and it's this company called Scent Air that puts, you know, and that scent can reach a football field, right? People think
Mhm.
it's fresh, you know. So it's like if you're not disciplined, you're not gonna beat that scent. Um, One of their other clients is a Cinnabon, right? So if you smell Cinnabon in the mall, it's not actually the Cinnabon cooking. It's a company called Scent Air that puts Cinnabon through the little air things, and it's made to make you purchase. It's called scent marketing, meaning if we can get them to smell it, then more than likely they'll purchase it. So you got to be more disciplined than ever, man, because man is making a lot of stuff to make you consume. So
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah, preparation is crazy. A lot of people didn't even know that. They thought they were smelling
yeah.
fresh chicken. Like, no, that's scent in the HVAC scene. Like, yeah,
Discipline is fighting temptation, literally
yeah.
fighting temptations, bro. You know, and yeah, that's what discipline is.
Yeah,
'Cause-
say, yeah, that's Cinnabon.
yeah,
And you be like, damn, Cinnabon around there. And you say, yeah, it come from Cinnabon, boy. They say, yeah, boy, we got him. Fragrance come down
yeah,
there, and you just came there to get a T-shirt
yeah,
at the mall. You're like, get this T-shirt and go. All of a sudden, Scent Air got the Cinnabon coming through the little vacuum of the cracks,
yeah.
and now you know you on your diet, you're fasting or whatever. And now you're like, what the hell is Cinnabon? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
And it's
Humans, man,
yo,
we too smart for ourselves,
yeah.
man.
It's sad though,
Yeah.
because that's all it takes, man. Is for that moment to trigger. It's like a lot of pain. You have to go through so much pain. Whereas in, all right, cool, damn. Or it's like you kind of have to be. It's just for certain people, you just kind of have to be so fucking broke, and then boom, when you're so fucking broke, you get that thing in your brain that's like, all right, cool. Now I'm gonna be so fucking rich because I was so fucking
You try
broke.
like me, like hit bottom, like rock bottom to the point
Yeah,
where you like fuck it and nowhere else to go it up
yeah,
type ish.
yeah.
I can
And
see
then the
that.
fact that you don't want to be ever that broke again in your life,
Yeah,
you stay consistent
yeah,
at being fucking rich.
yeah. You gotta fight the triggers, man. There's so much consumerism that's triggered by great marketing. That's constant. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I got a daughter, right? And one of the things I used to do to keep her entertained if I had to do something is get her to watch those cartoons on YouTube, right? But the reason why those cartoons loop over and over is because in between looping, they're selling ads. So I'm actually conditioning her to want things. You know what I mean? So it's like, so by the time she's 15, she's a consumer already. She wants to buy, 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 buy. And I'm like, damn, where this come from? But the truth is, I'm already kind of programming her to want things, you know? So it's like a lot of this stuff is like you gotta reprogram yourself.
Yeah,
Like you gotta like audit yourself and say, okay, why am I effed up? You know what I mean? So you reverse engineer. Why am I effed up? Okay, I'm effed up because of this. Effed up because of this. I'm effed up because of this. Like I give you an example. I found out I ate too much of things because when I was living somewhere in Nigeria, there was this maid who used to lock up the fridge and lock up the cabinets, right? So I had this thing programmed in my head that these bag of chips, I gotta kill it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, where'd that come from? And then I was like, oh shit. They used to lock up the what's in there. So I feel like I kill it before somebody lock it up. But like, you know what I'm saying? So like you gotta really find out what effed you up, audit yourself, and then reverse engineer it because man, it's real out here, man.
That's honestly just take accountability for who you are. Real talk for who you are and understanding what you like. You know what I mean? Because how dare any of us go outside and tell anyone else to do this and do that when we haven't sometimes a lot of times taken the time out to really know who we are and what we don't like. You're not perfect. Where no one is perfect. So telling someone else that they're not doing something right is just an opinion. So that means that you might not be right.
Yeah, you gotta audit yourself. That's what I mean
Yeah.
by audit yourself. Like you
So
gotta kind of.
it's okay. You just have to literally. Also, part of the program, it teaches you to look in the mirror, talk to yourself.
That's dope,
In
man.
the day, every single day, you look in the mirror. Because a lot of times when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't realize that people see you outside more times than you see yourself. No matter how many
That's
times you go
facts.
look at yourself in the mirror, people will always go see you more times than you see yourself. So sometimes, you may have something on your face. Of course, you can't see yourself if there's not a mirror there. People see it. People see
Yeah.
that.
That's a fact.
Goku had sun on his lips before he started.
You know what I
He
mean?
ain't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it, to even being insecure about looks, about self, means that you're not spending enough time with self. It means that you're not looking at yourself enough to already accept these things that you think that are flaws, because guess what, one day you will have to get over
Yep.
that. If you want to live a contentful life, one day you're gonna have to be like, hey, this is me.
Huh.
This is what I got.
These the cards on the
You know
table.
what I'm saying? This is it. This is what this is. And then after that, you can then work on those things. But the first step is to admit to what those faults are. So one of the steps is every single day, guys, look in the mirror and talk to yourself. 15 minutes. Tell yourself whatever the hell you want to tell yourself. But look in that mirror. You feel me? And in the program, we'll tell you exactly what to say to yourself in the mirror, so you'll be able to acquire that higher, superb way of thinking.
Dope, man. That's dope. I also want to add to that too. Um, it's great to look at yourself, but sometimes too people get lost in looking at themselves. Like I'll see some people in the gym, especially women, they'll just like spend so much time in the mirror, and it's like we're here to work out, not just be in the fucking mirror. But this is what I'm trying to say, right?
Goku
Look,
taking
you
it to the next level.
you could look at the mirror, right? Because a lot of people love to look in the mirror too. Sometimes, always on the phone, looking at themselves, selfies and shit like that, like just doing that shit. But close your eyes.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Yeah,
What?
that
Close,
sounds crazy.
no, close your no,
Look in the
close,
mirror
Go,
and
go,
close
no,
your
no,
eyes.
don't look in the mirror. Just close your eyes. Let's see how good you look now when you just close your eyes for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Close your eyes and see how fucking good you look. Really, can you spend at least 1 minute without not thinking about shit? A lot of shit in your mind. Yeah,
That's honestly, I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
I understand what you're saying. A lot of times, not only people cannot deal with the way that they look, but the things that they think about as well.
yeah,
So that's the second aspect of the training, of course, about helping you think differently, because you will think these thoughts, whether your eyes is open or closed. A lot of times, with some people, with their journey and their battles with themselves, and that's the reason why they go outside and create other harmful things and energy towards other people, because this is how they really feel inside. But looking at yourself internally and externally, you know what I mean? Looking at yourself in the mirror, externally, and really accepting what you see, really taking in what you see, really being honest and accountable about what you see, and are you happy about those things? Closing your eyes and doing the same thing about all the thoughts that comes up, that occurs when you just lay down and are conscious of, if mentally conscious about where you are and what you're doing. The thoughts that come up, are you happy with where you are in your life? um Funny thing is, a lot of people aren't.
You know what? You know what? I'm touch on that though, right? I think music is the most overused drug at the moment. I think a lot of people use music to drown out their thoughts, right? Because I remember like when I used to have this 9 to 5, and I used to jump on the train, right? And a lot of us, we used to get on that train and we quiet and we're just prepping for our day, right? Because you're trying to get the clutter out your mind, you know. And somebody come on the train and they got loud music on. And the whole point of headphones is for you to hear the music and nobody else hear, it, right? But it's so loud that anybody hear it. And he's like, this 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo. And it hit me that moment. I said, oh, he's trying to drown out his consciousness. Like, you know, that consciousness that tells you, hey, man, what you doing? Go to work, get it done. You know, it's annoying sometimes because it's gonna hold you accountable. But what folks are doing is they put the headphones on, blasting music to drain out the consciousness, telling them get on your shit. It's like, nigga, if I could just play this music loud enough, I could drown out my thoughts telling me to take accountability and handle my business. So when you talk about closing your eyes and being quiet for a second, it scares a lot of folks.
Oh yeah.
They don't like what that conscience gonna tell them. It's gonna be like, hey homie, I'm here.
Yeah.
I
I disagree with
I
you.
got a lot of truth. Go ahead.
Disagree with
Go
you.
ahead.
I wouldn't necessarily. I agree with you, but yet I disagree with you. I
Okay,
wouldn't
go ahead.
necessarily say it's love, but you can use that aspect to either help you because it is an aspect that's a part of life. Because music is another way to, let's say,
No, it's great.
release energy.
Understood.
Another way you can release energy, because energy can't stay stagnant, right? So, a lot of times people listen to music, but what they don't realize is certain frequencies will control the way that they think.
Yeah.
So, if we understand that, then we
What is face?
Say it again.
What was his face?
Now he looked at me like he was so crazy. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Like, there's a certain pitch
100%.
for love. There's a certain pitch for like, yeah, bro. There's a certain pitch for of sound for that will
For
make you
war
think
too.
about
It's for war too.
that make you think negative thoughts.
Yeah,
You know
war
what I
too.
mean? Like you'll start the future come on. You start driving mad fast.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
if you're in the car, you're gonna drive mad fast. You know what I'm saying? And then R&B song might come on. You might just start driving a little bit slower now, but a little bit more relaxed and chill, thinking about the old times with you and the girl. And music is very powerful.
Yeah.
So we have to understand that and utilize that in a way that will help you become your best self. One of the ways that we teach you that is the things or the musical sounds that help you tag a memory that leads you to that sensation of being happy. Anytime you listen to a song and it helps you get to any type of happiness, stay in that zone. Continue to listen to music like that for the rest of your days. Don't stop. Don't change the frequency now, because then your thought pattern of the way that you think will change as well. Duh. If you, you know what I mean? If you stay consistent with the workout, you will get some type of results. So if you stay consistent with that frequency that you listen to, then your brain wavelengths will think in such high wavelengths or in a positive way so much that that's all that you will be doing. You'll create straight positive habits because you've been listening to this type of music for 30 days straight.
Are you saying throughout the whole day?
Every day, all day.
The
If you're
same
going,
frequency though?
yes, if you're going to
Because
listen to music,
That's why this is real.
if you're going to listen to music, you should only listen to music that helps you tag that helps you tag into that frequency. That's straight happiness. That's why I say for that one dimension. Because when you do something like just like that in one zone, you go into a state of dementia. That's what dementia is. So when you listen to a frequency of music that's only in that frequency, you'll only stay in that positive range. Like so you'll be going through workouts. The workouts make you feel crazy. Your body feel as if you want to stop. But for me, I'm listening to some 90s shit. I'm like, hey, Michael Jackson,
Oh, so
we here.
You found the
We-
level. Okay.
No
I get
matter
you now.
what.
You found the right
No
level.
matter what.
That's easy. That's works throughout the whole day. Okay,
Even
I
if the
got you.
workout is
I got you.
difficult,
I got you.
I'm still happy.
I got you.
I can't. I'm in the last shit life.
I got you.
And that applies with life. If I'm going, my baby moms could be stressing me out. I could have lost my job. A lot of things is going on that's stressing me out. I listen to that good, right music that has that beautiful frequency that I can relate with, that helps me remember happiness. Then I will start to feel happy again, even though I'm not happy. Is when we are upset, we only do things that help us stay upset.
What kind of
That's
fucking making
that's
sense does that
That's
make? I'm angry, so yeah. I'm not only am I going to complain about this shit all day because I'm releasing that type of energy, but now I'm going to listen to music that makes me angry. Now I'm going to stay angry. So then when I'm not angry anymore, I listen to that same type of music. I'm going to remember that those same memories
like,
again,
ladies, stop listening.
subconsciously.
Stop listening to that love song that your ex hurt you with.
So you're programming yourself to fail.
You're gonna feel it.
And you haven't realized these things.
Yeah.
You can't. This shit is so deep. You're training your brain to fail.
That's why I think it's the most abused drug. And when I say drug, right, drug has a negative connotation, but I'm not using it in a negative term. I don't think every drug is abusive. I just think over using it incorrectly is abusing it. That's what I mean.
It could be a drug and it could be a medicine, man.
Yeah.
You choose.
Just all about the definition of what you take as drug or whatever. Yeah. But
very high.
If you abuse it, music. Then it's
You can't abuse happiness.
Yeah, but you're talking about the right frequency. If you're not on the right frequency, then you can.
And also, what's said in the music too. Listening to like brothers killing brothers.
That's why I say. That's when I say abuse, right? Like, here's the thing, though, right? If I play the wrong thing, I had a brother that got killed, right? I had a brother he got shot, got killed. For that moment,
stop working.
Oh, left cam stop working.
Go ahead.
Hey, you got some good followers, man. Yeah, I had a little brother got killed, right? I had to stop watching Snowfall. I had to stop watching a lot of things because I couldn't watch anything with someone getting killed in it because I wanted to retaliate, right? So if I watch Snowfall, if I listen to Minister Society soundtrack, I might have went looking for dudes. You feel me? So it's like that music does matter, man. It's like what do you want to get out of it, man? You gotta ask yourself.
It definitely matters.
Because yeah.
Thank you guys for letting us know about the left camera. We just did a little tweaking up to let us know if it's back working. Thank you guys, and we appreciate you guys.
Man, when was the last time y'all went live together? I'm curious.
Oh, shit. A long time. Very long time, actually.
We're talking months or years.
Yes.
What, months?
I don't even know how long, honestly.
That's what's up, though, man. Y'all giving your fans,
We're giving y'all some free content, man. So you guys make sure you take some notes, man. Apply this to your life.
Guys.
Find happiness within your life. Or just get inspired. Get up and do something. This is called
Do Something
Podcast.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're doing these. We finding something. All that series, man. We're going to have special guests. You already know. Yeah, stay tuned, guys.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. A lot of different topics. You're gonna see these guys from different aspects you never seen before. Yes. Touch on things y'all never knew about them. So that's awesome, man.
We ended?
Yeah.
Before we end this, I just want to touch on frequencies and energy, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because for me, I come from I'm in tune with myself to understand I could be a very emotional creature. So if my frequency is not in the positive state of place, then I could get lost. I could just lose myself. Not only lose my thought, but lose who I am as a person. So that's super important. You know what I mean? So abuse, if that's the case, positive frequencies. Abuse any type of resource that you can use to stay in that realm and place of positivity, because we are not in a place where everyone cares about how positive you are. They might use that against you so that they can make money. And then this is why we are at war. So love yourself. And if you love yourself, you'll fight to stay in those places and help your family and friends and everyone around you be able to acquire that energy. So please, guys, stay consistent, work hard, build yourself. But those things apply when you always stay a positive frequency. That's all.
That's what's up.
What you got to say, bro?
Oh man, he said it all, man. Only thing I add to that is unfollow 10 people today on social media. They in your news feed right now. Everything's negative. You wake up, they flooding it. It's messing up your mood. I did that it's the greatest thing I ever did. Wake up in the morning and then you just see moody shit. You know, it's weird. And it's
Phone guys, for everybody who,
like that.
if you've been lost on the live,
Tech guy. He thought he was.
phone died, so
Yeah,
that's what happened. But it's okay. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's all up, man. Make sure you charge your phone, man. I was gonna talk about energy. This guy got no energy. We're talking about positive energy. Don't create any energy, man. Get you a charger. Get you 2 chargers, my guy. Let's start that. You know what I'm saying? It's 2023. Why your phone died?
It happens, man.
That's all up, man.
Yo, but shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for sharing. Yes, I have been missing for like 2 weeks. I haven't been posting, guys. Believe it or not, it's very healthy to take a step away from sometimes things that you're passionate about, so that you can have that mental recess, that mental restart, to go back with not only the same energy but with new knowledge, and you feel me, as strong and confident as you was the day that you left. So it's very important to take time for yourself. You know what I mean? So I didn't need to. I've taken time for myself by going to other countries and learning new things, but I also have to take time away from social media to be able to express myself. To be able to express myself in a new way as well. So shout out to you guys. I will be posting tomorrow at 11 a.m. Shout out to my brother from another mother.
Go Pump.
Yes, that is his page. That's your page, right?
Yeah, Go Pump.
Where they can find you at?
Find me at Go Pump.
Instagram,
YouTube,
all that stuff.
TikTok, Go Pump.
Yeah.
Find me at Go Pump.
I thought you were like on some Google me.
Go me too. You can find me on Google. Find me at Go Pump.
There's actually my brother from another mother, the bigger guy over here.
Hello.
We can find you, Brody.
I'm on IG Beats and Barbells. I might join private. I might accept you if you look like you're not weirdo. If you're cool. But you're with the Brody, so y'all cool people. So I follow you. I accept your follow. Just hit me at Beats and Barbells IG.
Yo, man, always and forever release your negative energy in a positive way. Don't go out cursing out your baby moms because you had a bad day. Don't take that energy that you feel angry about on your kids. Don't go be malicious and make the dinner taste so nasty now. You know what I'm saying? Stay positive. Put a little extra seasoning in that dinner that night. You know what I'm saying? Use that energy. Change the way that your mind is thinking to be able to elevate yourself and stay in the positive plane. Shout out to my brother from another mother. And always and forever, we will share and protect the world, because this is what we do as Saiyans. Next time on the episode, we will talk about many more topics. If you don't like the topics that we talk about, please comment down below if you have any more ideas and would like us to talk about certain things. But if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't do this. So shout out to you guys as well. We fuck with y'all. We love y'all as much as we love ourselves. So let's stay consistent as we always do. I hope you do as well. Let's work out and let's pass that energy on every single day in every single way. Thank you guys. Peace. We don't want to break the mic, bro.
Hey, so you've been off for like 2 weeks. That's a good.